fluster, fluster, fluster.
It refers to a state of being flustered, is a feeling of confusion, anxiety, or agitation, often caused by being in a difficult or embarrassing situation. Here is a sample sentence. The nervous job candidate became flustered during the interview, stumbling over her words and struggling to answer even the simplest questions.
Flux, flux, flux.
It refers to a steady flow or movement, especially of something fluid or intangible, such as energy, ideas, or emotions. Here is a sample sentence. The constant flow of tourists into the city created a flux of new faces and experiences that kept the local businesses thriving. In this example, flux refers to a state of continuous change or movement, which is one of its primary meanings.
Foible, foible, foible.
It refers to a slight weakness or flaw in someone's character, often endearing or charming rather than serious. Here is a sample sentence. Her foible was always getting lost in unfamiliar neighborhoods, which often led to her being late for social engagements. In this example, getting lost in unfamiliar neighborhoods is the person's weakness or tendency that makes them prone to mistakes.
Foil, foil, foil.
It refers to a thin, flexible sheet of metal, typically used for wrapping or covering something, often made from aluminum or tin. Here is a sample sentence. The thief tried to steal the valuable jewels, but they were wrapped in aluminum foil to prevent detection. In this example, foil refers to a thin layer or sheet of metal, in this case aluminum, used to cover or wrap something.
Foment, foment, foment.
It refers to stir up or incite trouble, unrest, or conflict. Here is a sample sentence. The radical politician's inflammatory speeches were accused of fomenting hatred and violence among her followers. In this example, foment means to stir up or incite strong emotions, such as anger or hostility.
Foolhardy, foolhardy, foolhardy.
It refers to recklessly bold or impulsive, often in a way that is considered foolish or imprudent. Here is a sample sentence. The adventurer's decision to climb the mountain without proper gear or experience was considered foolhardy by his friends and family. In this example, foolhardy describes an action as rash, imprudent, or recklessly bold.
Forbearance, forbearance, forbearance.
It refers to the act or quality of being patient, tolerant, and forgiving, especially in difficult or trying circumstances. Here is a sample sentence. The judge's forbearance in not issuing a harsher sentence was seen as a sign of mercy and compassion. In this example, forbearance refers to the act of showing leniency or tolerance, particularly in a situation where one has the power to impose punishment.
Foreboding, foreboding, foreboding.
It refers to a feeling or atmosphere of impending doom, danger, or unpleasantness that is sensed but not yet confirmed. Here is a sample sentence. The dark and stormy sky seemed to forebode a terrible storm, with its low-hanging clouds and howling wind. In this example, the word forebode means to indicate or suggest that something unpleasant or ominous is going to happen. The sentence implies that the weather is not just bad, but also seems to be warning of an even worse event to come.
Forensic, forensic, forensic.
It refers to relating to or use in the investigation of crimes, especially through scientific methods such as DNA analysis and other forms of evidence examination. Here is a sample sentence. The detective used forensic analysis to examine the evidence and determine that the suspect's DNA matched the DNA found at the crime scene.
Foresight, foresight, foresight.
It refers to the ability to anticipate and plan for future events or consequences, often involving a sense of prudence and wisdom in decision-making. Here's a sample sentence. The company's CEO was praised for her foresight in investing in renewable energy, which proved to be a shrewd decision as demand for it skyrocketed in the following years. In this example, foresight refers to the ability to predict and prepare for future events or trends.